By 4:30 in the afternoon, the first mad rush of after-school passengers has come and gone. What's left are stragglers, swiping their bus passes as they climb onto the 57 bus and take their seats. Sasha sits near the back. Today, like most days, Sasha wears a t-shirt, a black fleece, a gray flat cap, and a gauzy white skirt. A senior at a small private high school, Sasha identifies as agender, neither male nor female. As the bus lumbers through town, Sasha puts down their book and drifts into sleep, skirt draped over the edge of the seat. A few feet away, 3 teenage boys are laughing and joking. One of them, Richard, is a 16-year-old junior at Oakland High School. Sasha sleeps as Richard and his companions goof around, sleeps as Richard's cousin Lloyd bounds up and down the aisle, sleeps as Richard surreptitiously flicks a lighter and touches it to the hem of that gauzy white skirt. In a moment, Sasha will wake inside a ball of flame and begin to scream. In a moment, everything will be set in motion. This is a true story. The details have been pieced together from a variety of sources, including interviews, videos, social media posts, and public records. Being a transgender person myself, I feel a deep personal connection to this story, as I understand how it feels to be discriminated against based on one's identity. If it weren't for the 57 bus, Sasha and Richard never would have met. But one afternoon on the bus ride home from school, a single reckless act left Sasha severely burned, and Richard charged with 2 hate crimes and facing life imprisonment. One teenager in a skirt. One teenager with a lighter. One moment that changes both of their lives forever in The 57 Bus by Dashka Slater. 4:52 p.m. Every AC transit bus is equipped with cameras that continuously record sound and video from multiple vantage points. The 57 bus was no exception. The cameras recorded Richard and Lloyd climbing on at the front a little before 5 p.m. and making their way towards the back. Richard recognized a boy named Jamal at the back of the bus. "What's up, dude?" Jamal was tall and lanky. Sasha slept. A paperback copy of Anna Karenina lay closed in their lap. Their skirt, gauzy and white, dangled over the edge of the seat. Jamal pointed at Sasha and whispered, "Look at this dude." On the video, you can't hear what Jamal says as he hands Richard the lighter, but you can see him pull out his iPhone and point it towards Sasha, as if planning to record. Later, Richard would say that it was supposed to be funny. He thought the fabric would smolder for a minute, and Sasha would wake up and slap it out, startled. "Go ahead, do it," Jamal said to Richard. Richard flicked the lighter. Nothing. Richard flicked the lighter. Nothing. He glanced at Jamal, grinned, and flicked the lighter again. "Back door! Back door!" Lloyd called to the bus driver, ready for them to make their escape. The doors opened. Richard leapt off the bus. Lloyd started to follow, but then he looked back and stopped, transfixed, as Sasha's skirt erupted into a sheet of flame. When the doors closed again, he hadn't moved. The next few seconds of the surveillance video are hard to watch. Sasha leaps up, slapping the flaming skirt. The skirt looks unearthly, impossible, a ball of white fire. "Ow, ow! I'm on fire! I'm on fire!" Their hands snatch at the skirt, shaking it, waving it. Specks of flaming fabric swirl throughout the air. Sasha runs for the doors and finds them closed. They turn, dance in place, screaming. The bus is still moving, the driver just starting to register that something is going on way back at the far end of his vehicle. "I ain't got time to be playing with y'all, man," he calls from over his shoulder. Near the middle of the bus, two men leap from their seats and elbow through the press of people trying to escape. "Get down!" one man yells. "Get down on the ground!" The man smothers Sasha's flaming skirt with his coat, while another man stamps out the burning tatters that flame around them. It's over in seconds. The driver pulls the bus to the curb. Sasha scrambles to a standing position, dazed and in shock. The rescuer paces the aisle. "Call an ambulance," he croaks. The bus empties out. Passengers climb off, shaking their heads. Oh my God, who would do something like that? Phone call. The school day was long over at 5 o'clock, but Carl was still in his classroom when Sasha called him on his cell phone. "Dad, I need you to come over here right now. I was on the bus and I got set on fire." "What?" Carl said. The reception was terrible. Say that again." "I need you to pick me up and take me to the hospital because somebody set me on fire. I need to go to the hospital now." And then Carl was running, still on the phone with Sasha, until he reached the place where Sasha lay on the sidewalk in their underwear, shivering and hyperventilating. "Now, tell me again what happened." Carl called Debbie and told her there had been an accident. When Debbie got there, she thought Sasha must have fallen in mud, because why else would their legs have those black splotches? And then she understood and began to sob. Sasha had never been so cold. Their legs were naked to the November chill. More than naked. Skinless. Exposed. Sasha was taken to St. Francis Memorial Hospital and then admitted into the Botham Burn Center. The wounds on Sasha's legs were a collage of colors. Red, pink, black, and yellow. The first surgery was followed by a second. Friends came to visit, dressed in yellow paper gowns, their hands covered by blue synthetic rubber gloves, and their faces hidden behind paper masks. It was nice to have visitors, but Sasha wanted to go home. Skirts for Sasha. On Friday, November 8th, everyone at Maybeck High wore a skirt. Teachers, students, staff. A photo of Maybeck students holding a sign saying "Skirts for Sasha" was taken by the San Jose Mercury News and reposted to dozens of LGBTQ and anti-bullying blogs. Roughly a week later, 150 supporters marched along the route of the 57 bus. People carried balloons and glow sticks and signs that said "Accept everyone" and "We're all Sasha." Victim impact statement. Richard returned to court in November for sentencing. Debbie and Carl were there. Debbie had been asked to give a victim impact statement. She stood in front of Richard and read aloud a letter, her voice quavering. "You attacked our child as they slept on a bus. Maybe you thought it was weird that Sasha was wearing a skirt." Richard's gaze stayed on her face as she described Sasha's ordeal. The charred skin, the painful skin grafts, the hours of daily bandaging. His eyes filled with tears. "We do not understand your actions, but we also think that hatred only leads to more hatred and anger. We don't want you coming out of prison full of hate. Following the incident, communities near and far affirmed Sasha's and everyone's right to not be harassed or hurt or bullied for how they dress or whether they are gay or trans or agender. We truly hope that you will gain some understanding and empathy in the years to come. Maybe sometime in the future you will be the one coming to the aid of someone being bullied."